Nashville, the Grammys, me. We're all just kind of mixing it up.
I tried to get Keith Urban to stand in for me and just perform the song. That'd make the video a lot better, probably.
My poor little baby sister. She has not been on the stage since she was 8. So if there are any bad notes, it's her.
This week on Headline Country, Shania Twain raises the curtain on her big show in Vegas. Taylor Swift and Nashville play hosts to this year's Grammy Nominations Concert. The frontman for the rock group Stained, Aaron Lewis, shows off his country roots. And Tim McGraw shares a live behind-the-scenes tour from the set of his new music video. Plus, Thompson Square and Dustin Lynch headline this year's BMI Songwriter Fest in the beautiful Bahamas.
I'm LL Cool J, and I cannot believe it. Headline Country starts now. Peace.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stormy Warren, and welcome to Headline Country from Las Vegas, where a couple of country superstars have set up shop here on the Strip. Now, of course, Garth Brooks paved the way at the Encore, but he's gone, and in his place, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill's Soul to Soul has started their run at the Venetian, and the long-awaited return of Shania Twain, who, after an 8-year break, is out to prove that she is still the one. We caught up with Shania on opening night.
First of all, I'm very happy to be here at Caesars. We've already had 2 very successful shows, and we're very happy with how they've gone. The audiences were really happy, and that makes me very happy.
We've been in rehearsals here at the Coliseum since November 9th, and every day there's been more elements added to the show and more refinement. Costumes are amazing. There's tons of great original video pieces that we filmed for the show.
The structure of the show is based around the hits. And that is the spine of the show, and that is where the show was written from.
We've taken some of I think the favorite moments of people that appreciate and are big fans of Shania, and we've reinterpreted them in a brand new way. The show feels very contemporary and modern, but we put a whole different spin on it. We've kind of brought a little bit of Vegas style to it sometimes, and everything is a little bit bigger and better.
Don't be stupid.
Together we've created 7 videos that we did together that are really quite iconic now. So the challenge was to take these videos, these iconic images, and take them to another level. And I think we may have succeeded. And also to create some new, exciting moments that you've never seen before as well.
Just like I should, I'll get you girl.
It's all a personal challenge. That's what this is. It is not a career challenge. It is a personal challenge of all of my talents. These are just things that I like to do. I like to direct, and I like to design, and I like to create, and I like to, communicate with people.
Don't be absurd. You know I want you. Don't be impossible.
I'm very proud of you and all the work you've put in, and I'm very proud of everybody that's involved in pulling it all together. And it was a pretty wild dream. It's wild from the fashion, the technology, the talent on stage. I'm really proud of all of it.
You're still the one I kiss. Good night.
Tickets for Shania Still the One at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace are on sale through June of 2013. In other big music news, Grammy season is officially off and running. It was a night Music City didn't want to end as the 55th annual Grammy Awards Nominations Concert came to town for the first time in history.
It's very flattering that the Grammys decided to bring this, this award nominations party to Nashville, and it's awesome. And glad all the big pop and rock and rap and hip hop acts are coming in too. It's going to be fun night for music and a fun thing for the city of Nashville.
We're bringing the Grammys to town, and that, I think it's cool. It just shows you, you know, we're growing, we're expanding. I mean, both of us, Nashville, the Grammys, me, we're all just kind of mixing it up. I think the world is just changing and ebbing and flowing, and we're just doing different things, and I think this is cool.
You have no idea how excited I am to have you in Nashville. Like, this is my town.
Hosted by LL Cool J and Taylor Swift, the hour-long special featured performances by Luke Bryan, Dierks Bentley, with the band Perry, Hunter Hayes, Fun, The Who, Neo, and Maroon 5. And great performances weren't the only thing on tap as this year's newest crop of Grammy nominees was revealed.
These are the nominees for Country Solo Performance.
While Dierks Bentley has never taken home a Grammy, he hasn't had a hard time getting a nomination.
I haven't won a Grammy yet. I've been nominated 12 times. They're starting a new thing next year where if you're nominated 13 times, you're guaranteed to win. So I'm really actually looking forward to 2014. It's just always nice to be invited to the party, man. And the Grammys is, you know, one of the coolest parties of the year.
We are never, ever getting back together again.
Taylor Swift's all-genre Record of the Year nod for We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together was just one of 3 of the superstars' mentions. The other 2 came for her Hunger Games collaboration, Safe and Sound, with budding duo The Civil Wars.
The Grammy for Best New Artist has gone to everyone from Bobby Darin to the Beatles to Bon Iver.
Hunter Hayes also scored big in the Grammy department, earning his career first, second, and third nomination, including a shot at the coveted overall Best New Artist award.
I love making music, and that's just been my hope and my goal all along, and to get this kind of recognition from such a huge industry of incredible, talented people is one of the biggest compliments you can get. It's a major milestone, several major milestones actually tonight.
Eric Church's Springsteen nabbed 2 nominations, as did Ronnie Dunn's Cost of Living and Vince Gill and his band The Time Jumpers, who landed a bid for Country Album of the Year against Zac Brown Band's Uncaged, Jamie Johnson's Hank Cochran Tribute Project, and Miranda Lambert's For the Record.
But you went away. How dare you?
Winners will be announced live Sunday, February 10th on CBS. Visit headlinecountry.net for a complete list of nominees.
We especially want to say thank you to Nashville.
We love you, Nashville. Thank you so much.
Coming up, it's been a big year for both Thompson Square and Dustin Lynch. Their reward, a working vacation in the Bahamas. Welcome back to Headline Country. I'm Stormy Warren. Now, far away from the 24-hour action and bright lights of the Vegas Strip, a bunch of artists and songwriters gathered on the quiet and pristine white sandy coast of Nassau, Bahamas for the BMI Nassau Songwriters Festival. Now, after a huge year for both acts, Thompson Square and Dustin Lynch thoroughly embraced their well-deserved break, but believe it or not, they actually got some work done. How many country music fans do we have in the house here at the Green Parrot? Welcome to the Bahamas. These are the people who write the songs you hear on the radio every day.
You gonna kiss me all night.
Round of applause, please.
Might be a little dust on the bottle.
Oh my God, he wrote that?
Praying for daylight.
Yes, he did.
Cowboys and angels.
It's really hard to convince our viewers that you're working with a view behind you.
All right, we're very blessed, aren't we?
I mean, look, it's not a bad gig, man.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
She's an angel falling down to earth, and I just want to fall with her.
The first day we got down here and it's so pretty, you're like, oh man, we're just gonna sit on the beach or whatever, but we've written a song a day so far.
We're 2.5 songs in already, and I'm loving them.
Brain's always ticking. Even when I was laying out in a chair beside the pool, I was writing songs.
She cranks my tractor.
Some of my idols, you know, that I moved to town idolizing David Lee Murphy. You know, if anybody's ever in my show, I play some of his songs every single night.
I'm living fast forward.
Steve Bogart, Vicky McGehee, you know, Thompson Square.
Baby, I got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Such an inspiring area, one, but to be around, you know, some folks that have had just decades of hits, it's very inspiring too, and it's an honor to be here.
I get carried away.
People are coming to you, wanting to learn from you. What are you learning from what's going on with the young songwriters?
Man, they've just got energy, you know. It's great. It's just, you know, music evolves and it changes and it stays the same. I mean, it goes in circles, you know. So I'm having fun just watching it.
This life would kill me if I didn't have you.
So I wrote my very first song yesterday. It's harder than I ever thought possible.
I heard that, man. Good for you.
But I have so much more respect. Let the indigo blue come shining through.
With each shade of me, start so that the new part still beats.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Cool. That's really cool.
I'm happy for you, man. I remember that. I remember that first song. It was a good moment.
Probably going to be my last.
Well,
are you gonna play it tonight?
They're going to play it.
Oh, great.
Little sunrise tonight.
Stormy Ward.
The fact that we get to come down here and get treated like royalty and just take in this beauty, it's a huge treat.
If anything, you walk away with new friendships.
You walk away with new friendships, new relationships, and you find out what other people really do well, and you take that back and use it all year long.
I need a little sunrise tonight. Yeah. We gotta do that.
Still to come, Tim McGraw broadcasts the making of his new music video live.
Taking a look at some of the stories making headlines this week, Tim McGraw invites his fans to the set to the making of his brand new music video for one of those nights.
She's getting dressed up, putting on that lipstick, shimmy shaking right into them cutoffs, baby, oh yeah.
In a music video first, superstar Tim McGraw invited fans to watch the making of his latest video, One of Those Nights, live on the internet.
She slides in and you roll down Main Street. You turn right when that red light turns green.
We thought it'd be cool for everybody to sort of watch live, so we streamed all of this live so everybody can watch sort of how we do it. We're not giving away all the tricks of how you shoot a video, but you know, you get to sort of get an essence and a feel of what you do when you're shooting a video.
Oh, there's serving. I'm sorry.
You know, it can be quite boring at some point in it, but we break out the guitars and we sing a few songs and sort of goof off a little bit. But everybody at home is getting to watch what we do.
Along with letting those at home see behind the scenes, McGraw also took time out in between takes to answer a few questions from his fans.
If you look close on it, you'll love big milkshake stains. On her face belly on her dress.
Request One of Those Nights at Country Radio now, and to see more exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, be sure to visit headlinecountry.net.
This is gonna be one of those nights.
Moving from the concept stage to a TV near you, Carrie Underwood has just confirmed plans to transform into Maria Von Trapp for NBC's live broadcast version of the beloved Broadway musical, The Sound of Music.
I just said, you know, this sounds really ambitious and it sounds really hard, and I can do it. So they put their faith in me, and I do have a year to prepare, thank God. I'm really glad that I have a long time to prepare because I really want to do right by this.
The 3-hour live event will air sometime late next year during the 2013 holiday season. After many years of success as a songwriter, Lee Brice is finally staking his claim as an artist, earning back-to-back #1 singles with A Woman Like You and now Hard to Love. And when you hit a milestone like that, well, you gotta celebrate.
You know, I was so excited to get my first #1. That was a big goal. But as soon as we got that, my brain I didn't even really celebrate. I was just like, okay, let's go then. I was ready to get the next because in my mind, I always thought, you know, if I can ever get 2 in a row, then you kind of feel like maybe you're there, at least to a point where people see you as an established artist. And so this is really as exciting for me, if not more, than my first #1.
Well, I don't deserve it, but I love that you love me good.
The title track to his latest album, Lee Says Hard to Love, is a story that most guys can relate to.
I try not to be, but I think all of us guys are. I think if I had to really give you a serious connection to being hard to love, it'd be this career that I have right now. It's wonderful, and it's wonderful to my family and I, but it's hard sometimes to be away from my family. So that's hard to love sometimes, and that might be a piece of what that song means, you know, between me and Sarah and Dakota. We're trying to get it to where we can play a little less shows and be home a little more. That's our goal eventually, so it'll be all right.
Cowboys and Angels.
After releasing a huge debut hit with Cowboys and Angels, Dustin Lynch is moving on to his next single, which includes a tractor, a girl, and a good time.
She cranks my tractor. She cranks my tractor. The next song is coming out. It's called She Cranks My Tractor. It's an up-tempo song about all the girls we love, and that's wild country girls.
Considering that he's just announced plans to join Keith Urban's tour next year, we're pretty sure the newcomer will not have a problem finding more than a few wild country girls out on the road. In the meantime, be sure to catch the video for She Cranks My Tractor right here on GAC. When we come back, the dual life of rocker gone country, Aaron Lewis.
Well, finally today, the crossover trend in country music continues. Artists from other genres have been trying their hand at Nashville in record numbers lately, and with more success than ever. One of the latest to join the party, frontman and founder of the rock group Stained, Aaron Lewis. If you get a chance to meet him, I dare you, just try to tell him he's not country.
And that smell of burning diesel fuel just tells me that I'm back out on the road.
It's fun. It's a challenge. It's, you know, the country audience is a different audience, and they don't know what to expect from me at first. And you know, it's kind of cool when you win an audience over that isn't expecting what you're about to throw at them. I guess I've noticed there's more of a country crossover in my career than I realized through talking to country artists and playing country shows and sliding in a Stained song or two here or there and seeing what the reaction of the crowd is to those songs. I played Country Thunder this year with Blake Shelton, and I'd walked over to the stage to watch his set, and he came off the bus and he saw me, and he walked over to me and he's like, "Man, me and Miranda listened to your whole set, and man, it figures a rock star is going to come into an old country festival like this and play the countryest set of the day, if not the countryest set I've heard all year." And it's validating. It came like a brick wall. It was during sound check, and we were messing around like we always do.
Another cheap high-rise hotel room. Another place, another show.
And all at once, the entire song came out, and in every sound check, I'd sing a completely different set of lyrics to the same melody. And unbeknownst to me, Ben had been recording them every single time. And he took it upon himself to take the first song that wiped me out and interject pieces of the other songs that I had ad-libbed.
I can feel it when we touch. Fire burns forever. This is forever.
It's not just me that's gotten older in this. All the fans have gotten older right along with me, and there's a growth there, and it seems as though the growth in what I'm expressing is shared by those that are listening. I'm very lucky.
I'm back out on the
Well, don't worry, Stain fans. More music and tours are in the works for the band, even though Aaron promises to continue work on his country projects. Well, that's it from Las Vegas. On behalf of everyone here at Headline Country, have a very safe and happy New Year. Hopefully, we'll be seeing you in Nashville for our annual New Year's Eve Bash on Broadway, featuring The Fray, Love and Theft, striking matches, and Sixpence None the Richer. We'll see you in Music City, and if not, we'll see you in 2013. Take care, everybody.
I'm gonna get you if it takes all night. You can bet you by the time I say go, you'll never say no. I'm gonna get you, it's a matter of fact. I'm gonna get you, don't you worry about that. You can bet you by the dollar every time you're gonna be mine. Just like I should, I'll get you good.